You're listening to RuneScape Weekly for 6/5/2015. I'm your host, MageBit, with over 13 years of RuneScape experience. Joining me today are co-hosts RT Phonics and DXDLB, and guest hosts Shadow Rising and the RR Man. On today's show, behind the scenes June, Tuska AMA, PSA, multiple World Eater armors, Halloween event decided, Fist of Guthix fixes, Mod Krista moves to the OSRS team, P-Mod caught commission staking, trouble brewing for 7 years, Elf City waterfall fishing, Acheron mobs, make RuneScape offline, and your ultimate reason. Thank you for tuning into this edition of RuneScape Weekly, and enjoy the show. So let's start off with RT. It's been a week or so since you've been on. How you doing?
Very busy.
Busy man, huh?
Pretty much. I've done the world event thing once, and then the last 3 days I've tried to do it. Got on, and I could only complete like 5 minutes worth. And I had to go do something sort of thing. So I tried like leaving my computer on, but then I realized you got to stab it, get your points.
Yep.
So I couldn't even leave it on for the last round or anything like that.
Oh, that stinks.
So I've got a total of 96 points.
Well, hopefully starting on Monday of next week, we will see a diminishing return model, so you can kind of do it when you want.
Oh, that's good.
So, you know, if you won't have to worry about, oh, crap, I can only get X amount of points a day. If you can put aside one day, you could probably, kind of catch up, which is nice. And we'll talk about that later. So, DX, what about you? How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm actually pretty cool at this world events now on the way. It's starting to take a little bit of shape now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how it's been developing. And again, we have lots of interesting information from Mod Deg on the Tuska AMA, which I'm really excited about. Shadow, how about you? How you doing this week?
Smell like axe.
Inside jokes, what everyone wants to hear on the radio.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. I'm just working on divination. Got 92 today.
Nice.
Halfway point.
Congrats.
Besides that, I'm pretty much the same as I was on Tuesday and Monday. So.
And the R-Man making a reappearance. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not bad, eh? I've just been standing on these zit-like pimples on the back of Tuska for the whole week. Still no idea what I'm doing.
I'm still wondering how exactly balancing on a chopped down spine is helping in some way.
It
I
doesn't.
think they're bursting his pimple. They're bursting his pimples.
All it does, it helps with research.
It's like,
and that is all.
Yeah, when you hop off, it's like, you can't learn anymore today for doing that. I'm like, what did I learn? Like, if that was the case, I would just, could I just, go stand on top of, a car with one leg in the air? Well, I'm learning how to fix cars.
I'm learning how to drive. Quiet.
Yeah, everyone be quiet. I'm learning. It just doesn't really make any sense to me. But if you want to be named Mr. Bond Donator, I will name you, but I've just been keeping you anonymous because you never officially said, hey, I want credit for this. Just traded me another 2 bonds, one for this upcoming contest next week, and one for Centrifuge. Centrifuge, if you're listening, the gods have smiled down upon you. I did shoot you an email, but just in case you hear this first, you will be receiving your bond, even though it is outside of the contest window, just because we love our listeners, and we don't want to turn anyone away, and anyway, he had a pretty good reason. So,
What does this mysterious Bond donator like? What does he wear when he comes up to you? Is he super rich and?
No. He wears dark robes, like a gray robe with a hood and stuff.
He's
like, here's your bonds.
I wouldn't even say he's super rich, because when I was telling him about Centrifuge's case, he was like, yeah, hang on, let me just grind some Edemus so I can afford to buy another bond. So, I mean, he's just dedicated. He just wants to see the show grow. I don't think he's rich by any shape of the imagination. I think the $50 million that he put down to get the 5 bonds for this contest, I think that kind of, put a decent dent in his bank account, and we are eternally grateful. And, yeah, I would love to give him more credit. I just don't know if he wants his name, spread around. Some people like that, some people don't, so I'm just...
Beggars and whatnot, probably.
Yeah, so I haven't said it, but, yeah,
I think he walks around with a swagger stick. That'd be nice.
I mean, I could probably tell you guys if you're interested. But
he wears purple and then a furry hat and a pimp can.
Dude, I love the swagger stick. The RuneScape swagger stick looks awesome. I'm kind of sad that I don't have one.
Really? You don't have one? I've got one.
I don't have the coolest thing I've ever had is a rune cane. So anyway, let's move along to our very first topic here. I thought about being lazy and just playing the audio and not talking, but yeah, it's no fun. So obviously, I'm sure everyone's already familiar with the fact that there's a giant pig hurtling towards Gielinor, so we're going to not talk about Tuska yet. We're going to talk about her.
I can't wait to have cosmic bacon.
In her AMA. You're not the only one. A lot of people are requesting that if we beat Tuska, that she hurtle through space for a few days while we harvest all the bacon.
You know, Bandos can have like a gigantic spit roast with Tusker or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah, up in God heaven.
Oh.
It would have to be Virago doing that.
Virago will be the awkward guy who brings like the slightly off mashed potato salad or mashed potato salad. Or it's like, Virago, how long did you leave this out for? It's
2 days.
2,000 years.
Yeah, I'm 60,000 years old. What do you want? No one ever invites me anywhere. R-Man, how about you? Slayer belt.
Oh, this is like a dream for me, but I don't know. If you can add all these things to it, man, that's amazing. I didn't think they'd do that many. Put all those things in there. I always forget the Bone Crusher.
Me too. I forget the Charming Imp all the time too.
And the Charming Imp, yeah.
Yeah, when I used to slay, I would always forget at least like one thing. At least one thing. I still do that when I'm bossing. Like if I go to a boss, I always forget like one crucial thing. I had someone. I think it was Pernasius the other week. I went to fight Kriara with freaking the wrong bolts. I went with Dragon Bane bolts, and I'm like, I got 40 kill count before I realized it. And I was like, can someone bring me Ascension bolts?
Enters Cowfight Queen with magic armor and wand, forgets runes.
Yeah, seriously, I do crap like that all the time. So RuneScape seems to be taking a complete opposite approach of other games that give you 80 million bags to put things in. RuneScape just seems to give you 80 million belts.
Just better.
80 million toggles.
I prefer belts, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, it does make... Yeah,
now I don't have to look through 70 bags to find one item.
When you press the inventory button, 18,000 interfaces don't pop up on your screen. Like in World of Warcraft or Rift, when you have like 30 pouches, and you press the I key to open up inventory, and your entire screen is just filled with backpacks. Like, yeah, I think it's a lot more clean and whatnot.
Who carries around 5 backpacks anyways? That'd be really awkward looking.
Homeless people?
Yeah, but they're all magic
people.
backpacks and things like that.
One on the back, one on the front. I don't know. Tie one around the waist.
That's why you eventually just get yourself a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a great Rune Lab suggestion. Instead of backpacks, switch to shopping carts.
Apparently, somehow it's possible to do anything in this game. They could release the most difficult monster that one hits everybody, and there'd be that one person who's like, this is easy.
Sure, I mean, I look at the freaking Calphite King and just knowing that he has a freaking one-hit killer. I have never killed Jad before because what I'm thinking is I'm going to get all the way to Jad, and then I'm going to screw up and he's going to one-hit me, and that's going to be like 30 minutes of my time down the drain.
30?
I don't know how long Jad takes.
Longer.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I was in there for like an hour
longer.
and 20 minutes, and then I died to Jad 2 times in a row. No, it was probably 2 hours. And I was like, you know what? F this, I'm done.
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound very fun. Anyways.
No, when I'm quitting, you know there's a problem, because I usually don't quit.
I suck. I listened to you die, like, literally 15 times in Birthright of the Dwarves, and you just kept going.
Oh, 15? Come on, it had to be like 30.
Yeah.
That was the best.
It was, yeah.
I had to rebuy my armor, my ports armor, 3 times. It was awesome.
I think that was the first time I ever saw you get, like actually upset at RuneScape.